How's it going, everybody? My name is Acid Crab, and I am here with my good friend Akuhish, and we are here to for some more Jets of Time action tonight here on Speedgaming 3. So, Aku, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I think this should be a pretty good time. Both of these are good runners, good people. I think it's going to be a good time. So I don't want to delay us too long before we get in here. So we can go ahead and do whatever we need to kind of get the ball rolling for our runners here. But what is the flag set for this week of the bracket?
It's more of a basic flag set with locked magic. We'd have to go to end of time to get the magic, and boss rando.
Okay.
And then all three go modes, of course.
Ooh, and we start with a magic-heavy Luca Magus team here, as both runners get excited to see where this seed is going to take us. Now, with this being kind of a more standard race flag setting, there's a lot of different ways that this seed could take us as far as like future access or getting access to prehistory early, or even just finding some nice gear along the way could make a huge difference for these runners as we exit this intro cutscene and see where we head as far as grinds and items go at the start of the run here.
Yeah, there's many ways to start Jet's run. And both of these runners are looking at shops. Mian is grabbing some mid tonics. Nathan, I don't know if he found anything there, but looking for some early items.
Yeah, you're gonna see maybe different orders of things here, but there is kind of a standard kind of what we're trying to achieve in this opening section. We want to grab the 2 free key items. Well, not free, but the 2 easily accessible key items, one at Snail Stop and one at the Carpenter Check. We want to hit a grind fight or 2 somewhere, as we see Mian kind of running through grabbing the tabs, and then Nate doing the other part of this, which is grabbing all of our starting gear and medicines and shelters and all that kind of stuff. Mian coming in for the free shelter here as well.
The shelters are quite powerful in Jets of Time. It's a full heal. And the fights that they're doing will get them their first, Luca, her first 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately with Magus, we've got to let him sit useless for a little while longer, hoping to find a nice weapon to hit with. But if he doesn't, he will probably just be there for moral support.
Well, his mid-game-ish weapon is better than Luca's beginning game weapon.
That's true. It's absolutely true. So that is going to help us be able to take down some of these fights and make, depending what bosses we roll, make things a little bit safer in this early game. But both of them grabbing the forest grind is generally a safe and good option for a grind spot with almost any team. You get a couple perks for coming here as well, as we get a peek at our tech list. Dark Bomb coming up on Magus.
And Luca is starting with Fire and Flare.
That's very nice. Early Flare is nice, if not expensive. Or if expensive.
And we're going to see our third character before doing any key item checks.
Interesting. Nate says, I'm going to check out Snail Stop and Carpenter Check here in a minute.
and pretty much all of the enemies in Cathedral will take extra damage from magic attacks.
Yeah. Starting with a AoE like this is going to be huge, because this fight that Nate just finished up is going to be faster from it, as well as the bromide room and the organ room if we do see the back of Cathedral. And here's our frog boy coming down from the rafters in one of his vanilla locations.
And we can purchase the pendant if we do not use all of our money on items.
Yeah, that pendant's nice. It's not something you can necessarily use right now, but knowing it's there and knowing that you can go grab it whenever you want future access kind of makes this an interesting seed, because if you leave it in that snail stop, you kind of, in the back of your mind a little bit, are wondering, did my opponent already go there? Are they fighting Dragon Tank right now? And it's sometimes it's a little bit of it can get in your head about, well, I know that's available, and what if my opponent's already done it? But we don't have to worry about that 5 minutes in.
Yeah, leaving it there right now, you're not going to use it until after a couple of dungeons, getting levels anyway.
Yeah. At least finishing Cathedral, probably a dungeon or two, like you said. It's just going to be a safer play. But there's a lot of good stuff there, too. As Nate starts this bromide fight, which also should be pretty quick. He just does the autos. Mian heading into the Naga-et fight here to follow in Nate's footsteps, but has also done a couple things outside of Cathedral that Nate has yet to do. So with how the gear is scaled, as far as like different chests or different tier levels, in Cathedral, you're typically not going to see a lot of like world-changing gear. It's not to say you can't, but it's going to be smaller gains here at the beginning for the most part. But we will see more and more chances at that good gear as we continue deeper into the seed, and especially if we head towards the future. Water 2 and Dark Baham.
Yeah,
Water 2 coming
really
up. That's really nice. That makes Hecarim Cave like super attractive, because you're not going to eat as many ethers running through there with Frog and Luca. And then if you just had Luca with Flare.
Yeah, Flare is so many ethers.
It's great, don't get me wrong, but yeah.
2 ethers for each flare to compensate.
Yeah. And the worst part is it doesn't usually mess me up in the moment. It messes me up, you know, halfway through the seed when I realize I'm down to like 4 ethers. And I go, oh no! All right, and we get a mutant for our trouble. It's a mega mutant, so should be okay. Not a ton of HP, and good AOE's are gonna make sure that this is a pretty quick fight. As we see the mutant go down, and Mian enter the back of Cathedral. Really not a lot of time different right here, especially with the differences outside. Mian knowing that Pendant's at Snail Stop waiting. And Nate exits the Yakra room to go probably grab a character. With no Marl and no Robo found yet, if it's, you've got about a 50% chance that this character could be locking a key item or a dungeon behind it. So that's probably a good thing to do if you've already fought the boss. As Mian starts the organ room here, shouldn't be hard at all. It's a matter of getting off that AOE and taking your tech points. And we get an Ayla for our troubles. Might be a valuable member of the team at some point. Will not block a quest, though.
Ayla pairs well with the two characters that have dual techs.
That's true. Frog and Luca are both excellent Ayla partners. Nate running to the Sun Keep to grab that tab. Very handy power tab, especially if we do end up seeing Luca join the team. Yeah, Nate's going to do a little tab run here, I think.
Yeah, and doing the tab runs can be important, especially for the speed tabs.
Oh yeah, speed is just so important in this game. It's important offensively and defensively. And so like it's like one of the most important stats for a character in this game.
Yeah, and if you're going to be using Luca, she starts out slow, and she needs those speed tabs to work even better.
Yeah. Mian starting that mutant fight as Nate sets up Carpenter. And we'll see what our next key item is here. And we got Jerky.
Not really important, but early jerky can, because it gives a great item, can be very important to go fast.
Yeah, I'm a much bigger fan of early game Jerky than late game Jerky.
Yeah, late game, you're already getting those amazing things anyway.
Nate buying the pendant to make sure that he can go to the future whenever he wants, but maybe not. We'll have to see if he checks the Jerky.
Like, I would be checking the jerky.
I kind of like this though. With Water 2, and a reason to gain tech points, this is not a bad play to come to Desert and Water 2 some stuff. It's going to get you good tech point gains really quick. This is kind of going to let Nate decide which team he wants to roll with. As Mian finds the Ayla reward for that mutant fight. Oh, and we see Mian immediately do that switch. Oh, we've already found some great gear, though, with a Hurricane for Magus. That might be one of the things that's... if Nate found that as well, that might be one of the things keeping Magus around right now. But also, just getting that first tech unlocked on Magus is kind of a nice to have that other option.
Right, yeah. Magus, his power is in his techs that he can learn. And we're going to see what the bridge has to offer.
I just noticed that Frog is named Deans, which is a reference to sardines, the delicious canned fish.
Oh, and it's the moonstone for the bridge.
We reset out of that moonstone immediately. If we need moonstone, we'll come back for it later.
Gonna turn in that bromide for one of each tab.
And this desert loot can be pretty handy too. Like, not only are these fights worth a very decent amount of tech points and XP, but there's some mid-tier chests in here that are well worth your time, especially when you're one-shotting with a water attack like this. Mian just kind of setting up that team, and also heading towards desert. Got a pearl edge for our frog, as Nate does the swag chest. That chest at the top right is a little dangerous because if you can get in pretty easy, but when you go to get out, if you mess it up, you're fighting the Zombor boss spot, and sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's not okay.
Yeah, if it's golem boss, it's okay. Or an early game boss, it would be okay.
Yeah. If it's Dalton plus,
It is really not okay.
It's not okay. Mian finding that same pearl edge, which will be a nice holdover for Frog until
Right,
the Grand
and-
Leon.
And what you could do is save outside, loot this place, and if nothing is worth keeping, you could trigger the boss fight to see what it is, and then just reset back out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Blue mail.
But if there's something interesting you want to keep, you do not want to trigger that fight.
Nate deciding to take a quick nap and pet a cat before heading back to Hecarim Cave. Hecarim Cave is kind of it's a really standard play, but I don't mean that as a bad thing at all. It's a standard play because it's typically pretty safe, especially with the desert grind. Like, after the desert grind, unless your techs are just trash, like, you're gonna be able to make it through almost anything at the end of this cave. But also just coming through here and being able to, slap through it. I think it's just a good safe play. It sets you up for the rest of the run. It lets you have more freedom in your next choices of where to go, like, later as you continue.
And with Ayla and Magus not needing to unlock magic, going through here will help both of them.
Yeah.
Probably halfway through their tech list.
That's a really good point. I hadn't considered, since magic needs unlocked, that there's extra games for these guys. Because as you know, Aku, with the way that works, certain characters, the characters who aren't Robo, Ayla, or Magus, they have to be taken to the end of time to learn magic before they can learn anything past their third tech. And so, since we already know Luca had 2 techs unlocked, you're absolutely right that like we might not see as much of a gain from having these tech points go on Luca, but Frog, Ayla, and Magus are all going to see gains. Frog just because we got him a little later.
Right, and then with Ayla and Magus already learning their later techs will make going through the prison sequence easier to get to the future.
Yeah, that's another good point. Since we know where future is, that actually sets up some interesting decisions because, like you said, we know where future is. That means we know where unlocked magic could be. That's not the way we want to unlock magic. We'd much rather be handed a gate key that just, lets you in the back door right to the end of time. But if you've got to do factory, you've got to do factory, and there's a bunch of other reasons to go to the future. But you don't know if it's going to be Dragon Tank at the end here where Mian's walking, or if it's going to be Mud Imp, for example. That's the last thing I had at Dragon Tank spot that said, "You're not going this way."
I had our series once.
That'd be rough just because there's so many targets.
Well, they're grouped together and really low hit points.
That's good. We're seeing like pretty immediate route divergence here, though. You're seeing Mian make a play of, well, I don't know where my opponent's gone, but odds are they're playing standard. I should take some risks and see how they pay off, and I like it.
Also, with Mian charging the pendant by going to the future, he can check out the sealed chests going through Heckman's cave.
Oh, that's very true. Since there's a sealed chest with 2 items in Heckman Cave, since we're not going there. Yeah, that's really interesting. Let alone all those tasty chests in the future.
The guards are not dropping anything, but Super Slash dropped a red mail.
That was a fast fight. Like, that was quick.
Well, Super Slash does not get a reduction to magic, and with Magus casting magic and Flare, it does go fast.
We see a C trigger for Nate. That is perhaps another reason to head towards the future.
Yeah, just need the clone, and then that is go mode on that side.
Yeah, so that gives you a real nice reason to at least unlock the future. Is now, if you find that other piece, like, you know where to go. You know where to go to finish the rest of this. So Nate just sprinting right towards the future after that. That's interesting because Denadoro could still be useful.
It could be, but I would be looking at how am I going to unlock magic.
That's very true. That's very true.
And Denadoro at this point would be a running sim, like running up the mountain quick. But do you want to take those minutes to go up that mountain for who knows what?
Yeah, because for every time you'd get Gate Key out of it, there'd be a time you get Robo Ribbon out of it, or you'd get Toma's Pop out of it, and then what do? If you get handed a Toma's Pop, now you're like, well, do I go to the future, or do I go to Giant's Claw? And then future looks even more appetizing.
And Mian did save Fritz.
That's wild.
It is faster to not save Fritz, but you do not get the option of those 10 mid-ethers. And we'll see what the boss is here soon after Mian climbs up these stairs.
Now, what do you think the preparation difference is between Mian walking into this boss versus Nate walking in one dungeon farther? Like one dungeon, not ahead, but one dungeon more leveled up. Like we see level 13s across the board on Mian. I wonder what it's going to be on Nate's side, as Nate is sprinting through this place.
It's kind of it's also going to be different tactics for the boss because Nate is using Magus. Mian is not. And it is Dalton Plus.
Oh no.
And Mian is also using multiple saves. And he's doing that because if he cannot beat this boss, he would be stuck if he did not do multiple saves.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a gut punch when that happens. When you have the moment where you go, I don't know if I can beat this boss, and then you don't have a save, oh, it hurts.
Yeah, you have to either figure out how to grind quick or hope that the chests in here have something good.
And time to set it to battle speed 8. And hope. If you can't beat it at battle speed 8, you can't beat it. Uh-oh. Here come the dodgeballs.
Ooh, not much. The first two are weak, and then he'll do something, and then it'll be the strong
I see.
character killing ones.
I try not to let him stay on my screen long enough to find these things out, but it's not always an option.
I learned that when it was strong Dalton Plus in the twin boss spot.
Oh. I saw, wasn't that what was in the twin boss spot in that last race here on Speedgaming 1? I think there was a...
No, it was Magus.
Oh, you're right. It was Northern Cape Magus. I remembered it was like one single guy that hit hard. Yeah, North Cape Magus. That was wild. That fight is mean. One of them is mean.
Yeah, that one you want to slowly go through it and single target so you don't get the double counters.
Frog dropping in on the inside, but getting revived and lapised immediately. Keep everybody healthy, but here comes some more dodgeballs. I did not get a chance to catch Nate's levels going into this to see what the preparation difference was, but I would guess he's probably like 14 or 15.
Yeah, it should only be like 2 levels higher.
I was going to say 2 levels feels right. Dalton Plus gets thrown onto the bridge, and that is a clean finish for Nate.
Yeah, it'd be levels and strategies.
Mian right behind, though.
Yeah.
So not a huge difference in strategies. Maybe some RNG as well, because Mian had a character drop and had to kind of clean up that, whereas Nate didn't. But that might have also just been the level difference in health. But it's cool to see them, go down at the same time, and Nate getting a slight lead heading towards the future here. Come on, Deans. Oh, Deans isn't even on the squad. Oh, no.
Deans is on the squad on the other side.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but I think he's named Frog over there.
He is.
This is interesting though. Like this early future play, I like it. And for both players to make it in a similar but different fashion, I'm really intrigued. Like, look, a rainbow and a gloom helm in like the
Yeah.
first room of sealed chests. Me and about to find the same. They're both gonna be so excited.
Yeah, and unlocking the ability for those sealed chests with the higher tier loot.
But you're still hungry.
Another chrono sword.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a merchant sword. That's a sword for a random merchant to use. I can sell it to him.
I don't go to shops much, so I don't know.
You're like, I didn't know they sold things there.
They buy stuff from you?
It's like the first time you see somebody equip from the shop, and you're like, wait, what? Those pictures aren't just for show at the bottom.
And Nathan is looting. Oh, these chests, even down here like this, have decent equipment, gear, whatnot in them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they might be hoping for Chrono with that rainbow.
Yeah. Well, Chrono with Luca and Frog is kind of appetizing, really. He gets good techs with both of them. Buffed X Strike is pretty solid in Jets. The Fire Sword 2 would come in handy.
The Chrono and Ayla with Falcon hit helps with the elevator going to Lavos.
That'd be kind of the crazy thing about this is if you did get Chrono here, and if Nate or Mien does continue like swapping characters for different situations, like you'd have a lot of tools at your disposal with that squad. As we find our friend Marl instead. So we still have a lot of different directions things could go here. We see Mien grabbing the carpenter item here. Jerky.
Yeah, he started it, but he forgot to finish it.
We've all done it once.
Oh yeah, we all have.
We've all done it once. I mean, Nate didn't check it until after Cathedral either.
Right.
I don't think either of them have dipped into the burrow.
No,
for that
like
info.
I wouldn't until I got the frog medal anyway.
I know it sounds bad, but I'd kind of be hoping for Robo to be more accessible, because then Desert's in play. Look at Nate fighting Giga Gaia in the Guardian room. Giga Gaia putting on his light gloves, putting on a cool light show for everybody.
And me turning in the jerky for a crisis arm.
Oh, crisis arm could be handy if Robo isn't in a burrow. So wait, hold on. So you're telling me we have crisis arm and rainbow, and we're gonna get one of those characters? Probably. We might not get both.
All depends on if we find that clone too.
Yeah.
We might not see either of them.
We're a clone away. We're a clone away from go mode for either of these people, these runners. Mien heading into Hecarim's cave. We know that. Was it Hero's Medal? Or no, Chrono Trigger.
No.
We know that. Yeah, it was Chrono Trigger.
It is a trigger.
So that's where the trigger is. So Mian hasn't found the trigger yet. Doesn't know how good it is that future access is unlocked. Nate is cleared the boss, caught the rat, so really cleared 2 bosses. And now we're gonna get to do the back of Aristome and grab our key item and another room of sealed loot.
Mian will show us what's in the sealed chest as well.
Yes. So we're getting all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I'm very I tend to like the loot desert or the loot future clear, similar to what Nate's doing here, where Nate went through, grabbed a few chests in some easy spots, grabbing these sealed rooms, and like even just doing this dungeon so that we can grab this sealed chest now is kind of like a good idea, you know. But it's also, we don't know what this key item is. This key item could be something that doesn't help us at all. It could be a robo ribbon for our robot we don't have. That would be funny.
It could be the Grand Leon.
It could be the Grand Leon. That's absolutely true. So there's a lot of things it could be, but it could also be Thomas Pop or Gate Key. Gate Key would be massive. Give us magic access without going through factory.
And it is a piece of the sword.
Ooh. I mean, we have a frog, but you don't hope for it.
I saw alloy blade as a second item. I did not catch what the first item was.
Yeah, I missed the first item. I looked just the same time as you did. I was watching for that key item on Nate's side. But we're getting to peek at some of the gear here. Pretty decent stuff on me inside.
Magus with his gloom gear.
That's very nice. Having protection that doesn't take up an accessory slot is pretty sweet. Nate heading in. Not the fastest team Nate could have come in here with, but not bad. Oh, yeah, well, I guess this isn't Son of Sun. So speed doesn't matter as much. It's just a Fleet Plus.
Yeah, Fleet Plus isn't bad until you get them below half health. Then it's a chance of a counterattack.
The stare.
And we got both of Ozzy's generals on the screen.
Yes. Well, we did. Mian gonna find the C trigger here. So Mian's got some options now. And that option is petting the cat and taking a nap.
Okay, Nathan reset out of that fight.
Yeah.
That fight can be really rough. And that's a later game spot too.
Mm-hmm. So maybe perhaps a good idea to give it one good go, see how things were going, and then go, okay, well, let's go back, do some of these easier checks. We know what's there. We can go back anytime. But this is interesting because this, I think, is probably going to put Nate on the same path Mien just did with the bridge, at least. At the same time, Mien going and starting the areas that Nate did. So we're seeing like kind of things rubber band back and forth a little bit as far as that goes.
See that Moonstone and immediate reset.
Yep. Yep, just like Mien did. Nate running to Dinodoro. I think that's a solid play. It might not be anything, but we're running to the point where
Well, it's either this
it's got to be that or
Gino.
Gino or Son of Sun.
Or another one is going through factory, not to just open end of time, but also for Mount Wolf.
That's true. Ooh, that's kind of a... Oh, don't say that out loud. You're gonna get yourself in trouble, Aku. Because now if that happens, I'm throwing you under the bus as soon as we do interview.
Go ahead and give everyone a follow so you can mess with everyone better and see how mean I am.
Yes. Mien seeing my favorite boss, the Giga Gaia. Though he looks a little bit more silly in this room than his home. Just a little.
Well, that's because his background isn't there.
I don't know, taking a look at Nate's side here, I don't know that there's any dungeon that, like, when you're a new player to Jets, is as satisfying to route through as, like, Dinodoro when you start getting good at it.
Oh, I still enjoy going through Dinodoro.
You feel like you know exactly what you're doing when you're here. It's kind of wild. Like... I think it's because it's one of the dungeons that, like, the difference between a good run and a bad run is a lot, right? Like, if you watch somebody doing, like, their first run of Dinodoro and then you watch a really good runner, like, there's a huge amount of time to lose here.
Right, there is.
But not that much to gain. Which is kind of funny.
And that gauntlet at the top is like 10 minutes.
Oh, that gauntlet? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Procky used to say it was like, I want to say Procky used to say it was like 4.5 minutes for that gauntlet if you one-shot everything or something like that. It's like, it's kind of absurd.
Yeah, it's so many fights and you're going slowly across from fight to fight.
And there's like no tech point gains, like they're not worth anything. That's funny. Lord Batsy in the chat says if you hit that gauntlet, it's absolutely faster to reset and try again. Oh. Mien running through the back of Arisdome to get our reward here. Having already taken down the beast Giga Gaia. Nate using all the tabs.
And this is a two-part boss. The first part is never random, and then they fuse into a random second boss.
I think this part should randomize which one's Massa and which one's Mune. Like which one's on the left. It makes no other difference to the fight.
Right.
That was quick.
When you one-shot them both with one tap. I think this text should be changed. Kind of hint at what the boss is when they fuse together.
Oh, that would be neat.
Or just change it to Fusion Ha.
I'm gonna roll one of these up one of these days, and it's gonna be all bosses from Cross. I'm gonna be real confused. What's Fate doing here?
I haven't played Cross enough to know the bosses.
Mian about to get the good news about the sword piece, as Nate, I think, is gonna be finishing off the end of the Zombor fight here in just a minute.
And ending with the top, so the MP Buster has really no effect.
Ooh, a speed tab drop on the Zombor too. That's kind of nice. It's like a nice little treat. You ended up with 2 speed tabs out of this place.
Right.
That's the other reason I think I incentivize like going to Dinodoro a little bit in my runs, is like that speed tab is kind of nice. That it's like guaranteed there. Mien heading up Dinodoro as well now, as we find out what the reward's gonna be. And if Aku was right. It's a Dreamstone. Alright, so now we have Son of Sun. Neither player has achieved that check, I believe. And we have your route through Factory to Mount Woe. Lord Betsy, man, don't these cowards have flair? Someone go Gino. That would be not too that wild of a play.
Right now, no, it wouldn't be.
And you'd get another speed tab. So, like, you'd walk out of there and Luca would be at, like, 12 speed. Oh, we see Factory. Oh, the moon skip. It's a Jets-only skip there.
Yeah, because there's no text box.
Yeah, there's too much dialogue in vanilla.
Yeah, there is.
During those scripts. But yeah, that was found by Moon Blizzard, and is one of my favorite skips because of it.
Oh, a vigil hat.
That's clean. That'll go very nice with our Gloom helm.
And Magus with Lightning 2 will just rampage through.
Uh-oh. Mian cutting it close on the skip. Oh, but nails it!
Yeah, you got quite a bit of time for that skip.
Yeah. There were some bumps that maybe shouldn't have happened on the game side. But I wasn't sure. I know if I had been playing, I would have been clenched up in my hands a little bit, like, uh-oh. We see the gauntlet skip. Mien doesn't have to reset. That skip with just the left from the flowers, like going left from the flowers, is pretty picky sometimes. The people that are really good at it are really good at it, but like I've always had a little bit better luck going ramp and then down to the bottom ramp myself.
Yeah, I got my own way, and it consistent about 90-something% of the time.
Yeah. All right, we're at the Zabi system. I can't remember the code. Nate finishes
I
off
think it's like
factory.
ABBABBACA or something like that.
Oh yeah, I think that select A, B, right, left, down, down, up, up. I think that's MK3. The game decides Mian gets no rock. And I don't know why.
It's a vanilla gold rock anyway. He didn't want
Yeah, that's true.
it. But Mian got the bird skip.
Yeah, that was good. That was clean. Uh-oh. We got a golem in the factory.
And I guess Mian has been practicing bird skip.
Good question, the Wayfaring Fox. Nobody in Jets or Vanilla has ever used the gold rock. It's true. We don't actually know what it does.
I think I used the gold rock in Gear Roundo, and it rolled something good to just put on a character.
That's true. I've definitely used the pluses in, like, LOC. All right, Nate finishing up factory while Mian finishes up Massa and Mune.
And it is a good question about if people use rocks or not, and which ones are used.
Yeah, absolutely. You wanna touch on that? Which ones are typically kind of competitively viable?
Blue rock is like the most competitively viable one.
Yep. And if you need proof of it, I can send you a race VOD.
And I've seen people use the black rock as well, and once in a while the white rock.
Yeah, is White Rock Poyozo dance?
Yes, it is.
That's pretty handy, actually, in a few particular spots.
It turns ALS triple kick into an AoE as far as damage goes.
I just know the status on it used to be super handy pre-boss rando days. There were certain fights that you could bring it into, like Twin Golems was a big one. You could put Yozo dance Twin Golems, and there were a couple other fights you could use it to kind of stop counterattacks or stop certain scripts from playing out.
Right. And now we got magic unlocked for Nathan.
Yeah, Nate has at least one extra option, and look where Nate flies to. Nate smells Mount Woe across the timeline and immediately runs there, knowing I'm on commentary.
And we can tell him I flourished the seed by saying it.
Yeah. Those are clean tech lists. Like, Nate really kind of set himself up to, like, every tech point he gets from here on out is, like, going to really good use now.
Oh,
While
Nate
Magus
slash
and
next.
Ayla already have, like, everything they need, pretty much. But the Deans are left out off the squad.
Yeah, and Leap Slash was next for Dean's as well.
That's huge. That's huge. So that's going to give us Dropkick. And while Dropkick isn't good for every boss, it's good for a lot of them. And it's good for pretty much everything that Flare isn't.
Yeah, and it is amazing single tech damage or single target damage.
Mian getting rewarded for finishing Dinodoro, and will now have to make a similar choice to Nate about where to go next,
Well, he
but
could
with
just
one
go,
option less.
could go Genodome.
Could go Son of Sun.
Right, that too.
Son of Sun, like, Nate has a little bit more, or maybe the same. No, Nate has more XP, or Mian has more XP than Nate did when Nate walked into Son of Sun, or the Sun
Right.
Palace. So, like,
I
I think Mian would be okay.
I think Mian should be able to take care of that fleet.
And then, as, like, we don't know anything as far as, like, the spoiler log goes or anything, either of us, but, like, it could come down to which of the, like, if that's where Mian ends up going, it could come down to which one pays off something. But it could also lead to more options, which would be really funny. Like, let's say Nate gets Toma's Pop and Mian gets Prism Shard. That would be something. Because then they'd both be looking towards Geno, too. Mian making good use of those speed tabs before walking into the Sun Palace to find Flea. Nate is at almost at the top of Mount Woe here, as Mian starts this sometimes brutal fight. I'm really interested in what both of these places have as far as key items go. Because there's stuff we need, but there are still, like, quest items that are somewhere, right? Like, Prism Shard's somewhere. We know where the Moonstone is. So if Prism Shard enters the chat, like, it kind of changes the whole game a little bit.
Mian could also find, like, the clone here or the other piece of the sword.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it could be another sort of a piece, or another sort of, or piece of a sword. It could be clone. It could be, it could be a dictionary for me to use to say real words.
It could be the gate key.
It could be a gate key. Mian, I bet, would really like if this was gate key, and Nate would not like that was gate key. And He had to nope out. Nate cleaning up pretty much the last fight here before the boss gets his save point. And Mian should be finishing this fight off. Unless the stair goes badly. Oh, it hurts so much.
But one character down is not bad.
What about 2?
Still not bad.
Okay.
As long as you can get that last character HP up.
Yeah, and then you need to have a general idea if you're close or not. Because if you're close, you need to go for the finish. If you're not close, you need to revive.
Well, you can revive one, and as long as one person is down, you never have to worry about stairs.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we're getting in a little bit of a heal loop here. A revive loop. You don't want to see it. But this should get us out of it.
It will, because Luca was targeted.
Good.
Yeah, and now just take out Flea.
Guardian and Giga Gaia doing the work swap.
they completely did.
They're working at each other's place of employment. It's kind of like a walk a mile in each other's shoes type thing. But with more triangles. Oh, that's it. Mian cleans up and gets out of that. That was tough. That was kind of a tough spot there. That stair hurts.
It really does. And
What
in a late
did Nate
level
miss?
spot.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of did the same face Mian did. Honestly, I did like a, okay.
Well, that's
It's good.
Auto equip.
It's good. You're right that it's an auto equip, and it is going to make a big difference in like damage numbers and stuff. It just, you're hoping for something progression wise when you have a fight that somebody had to walk out of. Oh, yeah. Mian heading to Gino. Mian has decided, if I didn't do factory 3 checks ago, I'm not doing factory now. And I respect it.
I do.
If gate key is here, that's going to be pretty sweet.
And gate key would also unlock one character and Reptile.
Potentially a check. Yeah, could be desert. If Robo is on Dactyl.
Yeah, and that could be gating everything with Reptile Lair as well.
Yeah, Reptile Lair. You're right, Reptile Lair is a thing too.
It could be Robo gating something, Reptile Lair gating something else.
Could be.
Prism Shard and Moonstone needed.
Let's see what Nate gets from up. Whoa. Oh. No, I think that's big, actually.
It is big.
That's 2 key items if you go do bridge.
No, not yet. You still need gate key to go to
Oh, you're right. You're right. You do still need gate key. Oh, I think I'd turn it in.
Yeah, I'd be following whatever I get.
Yeah. Well, but Gino still is an option for Nate. And Son of Sun. So if I'm Nate, there's a part of me that's like in the back of my head being like, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to that boss I noped.
Yeah. And being on beta, we can peek what the item is. And then figure out if we want to get it or not.
Yeah, that's true. And Nate looks like dropping a save. Nope. Oh, we're gonna turn in jerky.
Turning jerky and pick up the
Yeah.
loot boxes.
Might as well while we're here. Like, while we're in this
Yeah.
time period. I think it costs like 20 seconds to change time periods, so it's like, well, when in Rome.
And we're at over an hour in. No go mode.
Yeah.
Crisis arm. We knew
But
that.
we're pretty close. Like,
We've
we're
been
pretty
close for a
close.
while.
That's true, but we're also filling out the other go modes as we've been going.
Right.
Like, we need 2 pieces for Dreamstone go mode. We need 1 piece for Sword go mode, and we need 1 piece for Future go mode. Now, I do think I think you're right that Gate Key probably blocks one of those go modes, either by the character or by rep type, and I think that's kind of interesting. Nate putting the defenses on Marl, so you know he's about to go. Well, it's boss rando, so I guess you don't. I was gonna say, when I start gearing up Marl with protection, it's because I know I'm about to fight Yakra the 13th.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to be fighting.
Yeah.
But me and getting some information from the computer.
Oh, we found the clone. Nate has a clone in the Prism Shard spot.
So Mian should be getting the gate key.
That's a really, really good go mode for the characters and text we have available, I think.
Yeah.
That's a really good, like, whether you want to go drop kick or flame, is it flame kick?
Blaze kick.
Blaze kick. Yeah, if you want to go either of those, you have a really good answer to Zeal. You've got really good AoEs for the bosses along the way and the enemies. This is going to be, this kind of changes things a little bit, although we don't know
does.
what's in Geno yet.
I'm thinking it has to be gate key or it could be
Yeah.
the other sword piece, and then Robo's in Burrow gating gate key that way.
Oh. That would be interesting, yeah. That would be a little unexpected, but not impossible.
No, and no Ruby Knife yet. Like, Ruby Knife could be in prehistory or on the Sunstone,
Yeah.
which we would need prehistory access to get anyway. The Dragon Tank was the Chancellor this whole time.
We should have known. I noticed he was leaking oil. I should have maybe investigated it a little bit. I had one where the Chancellor was Magus, and I went, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Me and reversing the conveyor. So you can charge up the door at the top a lot easier.
Yeah. In chat, if you want to give me the emote out of all the emotes you have, give me the emote that would be the funniest if it was revealed to be the Chancellor.
I think that one.
I think this one. Yours is pretty good, though. Lord Batsy with a cookie.
Yep.
Nate finishing off that quest while Mian kind of finishes off the rest of Gino here.
Mian is about halfway through it.
Yeah, Mian's done almost everything up here except leading the robot, which is what we're gonna do now as Nate gets ready to head to go mode. I mean, I know for a lot of high tier runners like both of these players are, they kind of keep an eye on your time a little bit, and when you get to like an hour, hour and 5, hour 10, hour 15, like you're starting to get a little conscious of your time, and you're starting to be like, I should have go mode, right? Like, even though not every seed gives it to you in that way, when you hit an hour, you start going, why don't I have this yet? Does my opponent have it?
I start thinking that at 50 minutes.
Yeah. But so I guarantee that has played into both of these runners' decisions along the way, because it's just impossible to not let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you watch that time. I've got another rando I've been playing, and every time I get to 2 hours, I'm like, I should be wrapping up and looking towards go mode. And if I'm not, I'm really worried about it.
Yeah, I was doing another rando where top times was 30 something minutes. And I finally got my times under an hour.
It's awesome. Hey, we're seeing an old school strat here from Nate. One of Ansky's preferred grinds, if y'all know Ansky or Raster Cecil, the original Jets creator. This was one of his favorite grind spots back in the day, was coming and doing the Geno conveyor to get that little bit of boost before heading for our go mode. But this is also giving me end time to find what's going to be at the end of Geno Dome and see if we start heading towards another go mode, perhaps on Mian's side.
Yeah, and Mian is grabbing these higher tier chests.
Ooh, a dash ring is very nice. And I think Mian agrees.
Dash ring is nice, but I never use it.
It can be nice, like it's a nice item to have, because let's say you were about to go into Black Omen and you're a little low on speed, you could toggle it on for a battle just to get through the lasers to get into Black Omen, or to get past, scouters on the lift in Ocean Palace or something like that. There's some good uses for it, but yeah, I mean, if you're confident in your team and you feel strong, you may not need it that time.
Yeah, like I might use it in those specific spots, like make sure like my Ayla is gonna go first or Frog gonna go first.
Mm-hmm. I'm a lot more likely to, honestly, it sounds silly, but like if I know Magus is on my team, I'm much more likely to give him one speed tab and know I'm okay for all the turrets and lasers than I am to like go find extra gear or equip a dash ring usually. Nate finishes off the conveyor grind, feels a little more confident heading up Death's Peak now. And Mian heads into the Mother Brain fight. Whose Mother Brain, you ask?
The R
Robots.
series.
Yep, the R series.
The R series took over.
Actually, if this had been the reveal, is that they're like the supercomputer that's running all the robots is just a team of 4 robots, like that's not a bad twist. Like the robots have been running themselves, but they've been lying about having a supercomputer running them.
Hero Metal.
Oh. Hero Metal, so we gotta go turn in Hero's Metal. What if it's Hero's Metal into Toma's Pop into Gate Key?
Oh.
Not to say that out loud, and Aku curse everybody.
I already cursed it once.
Yeah, you already put Prism Shard on Woe. Through Factory. Now here's an interesting question. I'd have to look at the numbers, and the normal encounters are probably more worth it.
And we get to see who's here. It's Robo.
Oh, it's Robot.
So, Sunken Desert could be holding on to a Go Mode item as well.
Oh, it's Gate Key. Yeah, and Mian's almost certainly going to follow up Gate Key.
Oh, definitely.
If you haven't gone to Factory yet, it's really hard to go back later.
Yeah, and now you don't ever have to go to Factory.
Oh, but, yeah, because we got the Gate Key.
Yeah. But Gate Key is locked behind Genodome.
Yeah. Oof. This is an interesting seed. It kind of started off looking one way, and then it's kind of moved in a different way as it's progressed.
Yeah, so Mia needs one item for Go Mode.
Yeah.
One of 2.
And Woe's available now, and Reptite. Dactyl is not useful as far as unlocking quests goes.
No, it is not.
But if you like it would be easy to not recognize Woe as an option here too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it'd be easy to not think about Woe right now.
Yeah, like Woe would be on my mind, but you went through Genodome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Marshana in chat is right. Reptite is fast. So like I think Reptite's kind of the natural play.
And then the secret tunnels in Reptite Lair. Even though right now I don't think I would be waiting long at all for a secret tunnel.
No. No, and that's without even knowing, like I said, it'd be easy to not recognize Woe as an option now. It would be really easy to not recognize it as an option earlier in the seed. I don't know. I think we just have to kind of follow this trail breadcrumbs and see where it leads. Looks like Nate doing a little bit of shopping before heading to endgame. Last thing you want to do is have everything going pretty well in your run until you only have 2 revives for the end boss gauntlet.
Yeah, I would just be going in. I don't think I would be saving much anymore right now. Try to keep that one digger over there in case if it does dig.
Yeah. Good play from mian. Gave it a heck of a chance to come up, and when it wasn't going to give you what you wanted, you just got to move on.
Yeah. Getting earlier gate key, you can wait a little bit longer, and it won't hurt as much.
Nate's been playing too much Lost Worlds, and went to the Black Omen in the future. The only time period you can't go to the Black Omen in non-Lost Worlds. In Lost Worlds, it's the only time you can go to the Black Omen. And so I do it all the time.
And I should pay attention to Nate's side because this is my weakest go mode.
There's certain encounters in this place that I am dreadful at skipping, but I'm pretty good at most of them. I can't do that bat skip without stopping like Choco Sura does, though. He'll skip those bats while they're moving, and he doesn't even stop running when he does it.
I think they spawn on screen at the same time, so if you have the same movement.
Ah, so if you set it up the same time each time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do the same with robots in the future, getting around them in the different areas.
There's dropkick for Nate. Swapped that team probably just to learn dropkick, and then may or may not leave them there, but you want to have that tech in case you do have to do the swap later, or you choose to do the swap. And it looks like the gear's good enough to maybe convince Nate to just keep Dean's, the delicious canned fish, on the team.
And at this point, I would just be rocking my final team.
Yeah. Well, but I only mentioned that because Nate's been doing a lot of team swapping this seed, like kind of setting up for different fights and different moments. So I guess that's the main reason I brought up. We've just seen a lot of party swaps on that side.
Right, we have been. And I'm one of those runners that sets my team, forgets it, and just rocks with whatever it was from early on.
I think that's how I've been in the past, and here lately I've been doing a lot more of like I'll even for Legacy Osiris, I'll injure Frog in a fight in Magus's castle, and then I'll put him away, like put him off my team with no health, so I can swap him back in at low health later. Because they don't heal with shelters if they're not in your team. So you can like leave somebody injured. So like I've been doing weird stuff like that lately. Mian heading into a new boss here for us. And it's an old friend, perhaps. As you know, with the Nizvals, they both require magic to beat efficiently.
Well,
but have
the
very
upgraded
different
version.
scripts. Yep, this is Nizval 2, so we don't really get to shut off his scripts with our magic, but we do get to just kind of blast through him with as heavy hitting of magic as we have.
We do not have access to lightning with this team anyway.
Oh, that's true. So we would have been kind of reduced to plowing through with magic either way.
Got a nice Chrono Sword.
We got a lot of those. I hope Chrono's working as a merchant this seed, because he's about to get all these swords.
Well, Chrono is on Dactyl Nest.
Oh no. It's a terrible place for a store.
Nathan going through these elevators where it's a random amount of enemy encounters from 0 to 3. And if Mian goes the same route, he'll have the same amount of encounters, but Mian is going to have a different go mode.
Oh, and there is the bent hilt. Mian finding a go mode. But perhaps mathing out.
Do you want to go this go mode, or do you want to risk getting Robo and getting another item that's not a go mode?
That's the question, isn't it? I think if I looked at this clock, I think I would go with what I had. Only because there's a few too many... Like, there's a few too many options right now, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we have Mount Woe, of course, and we know that that would lead eventually towards Nathan's go mode. But we also have Desert that would be really fast to check. Once we got the character.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just
out there still someplace.
Yeah, so is Prism Shard. Oh well, we know where Prism Shard is.
Yeah.
And Moonstone would mean something
Right.
to me, but we don't know what it means. Yeah, I think I would look at my tracker, and because of how many things are left, I think I'd just go with what I found. But you're right that that's a really good question of what you would do in this moment.
And it's looking like Mian might be picking up Robo. So maybe he might be banking on the other go mode.
That's fair. That's a perfectly valid option too.
It is. And
that's why we get to call it a gamble.
And we all saw the race earlier, and that was a little over 2 hours for completion. And either go mode we found is deep.
Nate is kind of sprinting through Black Omen too, like making pretty good time through here. I'm gonna try to catch levels on Nate's side next menu, but it probably won't be until the next boss. But I'm interested if we're at in-game levels already. or if we need a few extra fights in here.
Oh, there is one screen where it's all fights. Like, you cannot run from them.
Very nice. So what you're seeing here is something you may have seen in speedruns of vanilla Chrono Trigger, is this concept of, you see it in the Melchior scene in the vanilla speedrun, but this idea that when your characters move against a character that's doing a script, like Melchior fixing the blade, or these eyeballs opening and closing their eyes, I don't know if it's exactly double. I've always been told it doubles the animation time, or it increases the animation time by some amount. But yeah, so that's what Nate's doing when he's running into those eyeballs from the side, is he's giving them a chance to go through their events a little quicker and see if they'll maybe close their eyes for him. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as Mian finishes up that fight with brutal efficiency.
And with these late game levels like this for me, and just ripping through the boss, which was combined massa immune.
Alright, gotta leave Robo to be a tractor. Oh, crisis arm for Nate. Now we've got one for each side of Robo. And a Mega Elixir. That will play into this run almost certainly.
Yes, well, we need at least one for this go mode.
Yeah, we sure like it. Here comes the bat skip. Oh, not quite yet. Sorry, there's two rooms that look the same. Nate decides he wants to see some walruses up close. Little tip for that, you can run right into those diamond shapes. You can run right into the diamond and then go straight across to the other one for a nice visual for skipping that. Nate heading into the first of 3 bosses before our final boss gauntlet.
And Robo kept his ribbon within his body for those hundreds of years.
Yeah, it seemed that way, doesn't it? Nate did not like the boss that rolled and made some quick changes.
Oh, one of the mutants. Okay.
Yeah, just wants to make sure he has an AoE.
The
Good answers for it.
Mutant.
As Mian walks into Magus's castle.
Yeah, Mian is at endgame levels already.
Yeah. Ooh, we do see a Mega having to get used up on Nate's side, but it was one of 2 Mega Elixirs. At least 2. 4 Megas. Phone has better eyes than I do.
I was not paying attention.
Yes, Wayfaring Fox, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you're correct. It would have to go Moonstone, would lead to Toma's Pop, would lead to Ruby Knife.
Yeah, because everything has to be able to be gotten.
Yep. So I believe that's correct. Oh, finally. We got Slurp on Dean's.
He can reach out and lick someone now.
Yes. Now, one thing I find interesting is Dean's on Nathan's team is really similar in some ways to Frog on Mian's team. Nate hitting the second elevator here, where he gets to fight some ruminators.
And both sides are rocking the same team.
Yeah.
And we see a North Cape Magus. And Mian is going to be hoping for Nathan to hit each and every one of these encounters on the elevators. North Cape Magus already halfway done.
Ooh, the drop kicks are coming out. I love that tech so much. I'm a big drop kick fan.
Well, with Grand Hero Frog, it's gonna hit hard.
With Grand Hero Frog, it certainly is.
Now Mian going right side to see what this boss is.
Nate swapping teams to have a better answer for the goons. Or not the goons, the tubsters here. They just look like goons. They look like, kind of like Hecarim.
I think it is the Hecarim sprite, just colored.
Any Pokemon fans in chat, it always makes me think of Loudred, the Pokemon.
Oh,
Mian,
no.
Mian
Oh,
does have a crisis weapon. It was the jerky.
And Mian had Luca do the attack, so Luca has no NP.
And now Luca has all the MP. Yeah, speaking of Hecarim, here's the real Hecarim. Another speed tab. Oh, we've got level 29 on Frog. 30 and 31 on Luca.
Okay, so average 30. Yeah, this is end game levels, like where you'd want to be anyway.
That's funny. I did not realize that that was a vanilla speed tab location.
Oh,
That's funny. People are suggesting the seed isn't even random because Frog was at his starting location.
a couple other things were in their spots too.
But if that's the case, why am I looking at a mud imp in Black Omen right now, y'all? Give me an answer to that. Don't tell me he moved here from Woe after Zeal fell, because that makes too much sense and I won't have an argument against it.
He got beamed up.
Actually, if you skip Mud Imp and Vanilla, he appears here. Thank you, phone.
I think I'd rather fight Mud Imp than Terra Mutant or he stuck out his thumb.
You know what I think Magus's biggest mistake was? Destroying that bridge. Because if he had just invaded at the start of Trigger, we wouldn't have been able to stop him.
Oh look, Mother Brain's up here too.
Oh, good. Mother Brain's here. Mian is running through the conveyor room here.
The robot uprising kicked her out and she came up here instead.
Yeah. Yeah, how come all the bosses that weren't wanted in their homes are here? Alright, DKC1 on Mian's side. Hopefully we don't have to look at Mother Brain for too much longer on the other side here.
If you're a Mian fan, you'd want to look at Mother Brain.
Oh, that's true. It's absolutely true. Alright, this is clean.
It was clean until it wasn't.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a visual you can look at. I'll point it out when we get back to that screen, but there's a line you can kind of look for to tell you how far up to go in the center. I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. Oh, the blaze kicks. Hitting for almost 3k. Now there are some high tier chests down here where Mian is.
Right, there are. Like, and it's not bad to drop down. You also get a magic tab.
Yeah, it's more one of those things you kind of want to do it on your terms.
Right.
It sucks. It sucks when the game decides for you that you're going down there. Nate keep trying to keep everyone alive. Yeah, so right below the thing Ozzy's next to, that line at the top of that wall, you can go up to almost that before you walk to the right. It helped me out quite a bit.
And the screens are healing Mother Brain by 666.7.
Yeah.
Right around there. And that's a big heal.
It is. Because they're fast. The panels are fast.
Yeah, we
Mian
do
doing
not.
some interesting skips there, and then kind of got messed over on the end part here.
I've been getting messed up at this part too.
Yeah, I've definitely hit this. But before that, both of the skips before that, Mian had a really interesting setup for it. Oh, that's a good phone pointing out in chat. If Nate had Hypno Wave, which I think they do, Hypno Wave would get you out of this. This was another one of the fights where I think Poyozo Dance works too. Not that they have that in this seed, but we were talking earlier about the triple tech rocks and one fights where they're useful, and this was one of them where I think Boogie also works.
Yeah,
Boogie I like Boogie a lot.
I do too.
I like Boogie almost enough to make me use Robo.
Yeah, Poyozo Dance does do damage, and the damage is Ayla's triple kick to everything on the screen.
That's nice. Nate getting through that fight as Mian, confident in their levels, has begun running from the fights they don't need.
This last panel fight. And then the final boss gauntlet on Nate's side.
So Nate is through the bosses then. Or through the standard bosses. And now we're just gonna head into our in-game bosses now. Mian, about to get their last save point before Magus, as Nate heads in to fight Queen Zeal. Ooh, power tabs.
Ooh, power tabs are good.
Yeah. Nate dropping a heal in the Zeal 1 fight. Must not be, maybe isn't planning on menu glitching. Because the nice thing about this first Zeal fight is you don't have to worry about damaging attacks, which is nice. Oh, we are going to go ahead and throw out a heal. As we head into the scary Mammon Machine. And Mian earns their save point before Magus.
With some extra power tabs.
Yeah, I would say so. What a nice surprise.
Yeah, with them being +2,
Ooh.
that's the lowest they can roll.
Mian's got more than one dash ring. That would put Luca at double star. Very nice.
And we get to see who Magus is.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's Robot. Or
The
Chrono.
Robot?
We haven't seen Chrono all game.
No, we have not.
Or will it be the evil version of Dean's?
Nope, it's even worse. It's Ayla.
Oh, that's horrifying. It's not a tinned fish at all. It's the evil version of Ayla. Kayla, we call her. Kayla. Nate heads into the final phase here, Zeal 2, as Mian starts the fight against Kayla. Alia. It's just Ayla backwards. Lord Batsy in chat has me just picturing ordering a skull smash from this Ayla, and she just hits me in the head.
Probably would, too. And we're skull smashing Zeal on the other side.
Yeah, we sure are. She's gonna feel this soup in the morning.
Yeah, 3,000 point blaze kicks. Oh no. Ayla got skull smashed.
Yeah, she did. My wife gave me a recipe she found online for Skull Smash, but it used lychee juice, and I couldn't find that in my area. And I was like, oh, that would have been great.
And Luca got her MP drained.
Yep, but they're all still alive.
Right, they are alive. Just have to spend a little bit more time.
Yep. Might be time to throw out lapises or megalixirs if you got them.
Elixirs.
Yep, that'll do it.
Mian took out Kayla.
That was fast.
It was.
That was pretty quick. Yeah, I was gonna say, get the megalixir ready. You've got it. Just make sure you don't have to think for another turn. Mian continuing. Yeah, that Magus kill was pretty quick. That was right on it. And that is the finish for Nate.
Put GG's in chat for Nate.
Strong finish from a strong runner. As Mian sprints up the Kingdom of Zeal.
And there's Nate, our winner.
Hello, Nate. How do you feel?
That scene was stressful. Yeah.
Now, at about 105, you were starting to get things ready for go mode. Okay.
Okay.
What were you thinking looking at the timer at 105? Just starting to head towards go mode. Did you feel like this was a weird seed that delayed everything, or did you feel like you were behind? Because I know that like that Sun Palace fight would have been in the back of my head the whole time.
It was. I kind of thought about going back to Sun Palace, but Factory was. It's weird to say this, like calling me and telling me to go up Mount Woe, and I think that's where the clone was.
It was, and somebody
it
cursed
led
it to
to
be
it.
up there.
Really?
You know, yeah, it was. I think it was Prism Shard into clone.
Yes, it was that way.
Yeah,
But Aku, when you were both going to the future, Aku said, "What if it's Factory into Woe?"
I can't believe you.
Except I was saying that for Gatekeep.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling Genodome this seed, and I was wanting to do something maybe I usually don't do, like to be a little spicy.
Yeah.
Genodome led to frogs, metals, and then into the Gatekeep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, but then that's the thing with the ruby knife, like, you'd have to search for that.
Well, so Mian found the other piece of the frog sword in Reptite Lair.
Oh, okay.
And Robo is at Burrow.
Oh, he was Burrow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the rainbow and I was wondering where Chrono was at.
Chrono's back in prehistory.
Oh, well, dang. I mean,
Yeah. That was a fun seed though, because you both had route divergence immediately. Like, you'll be excited to watch the VOD, I think, because you had route divergence almost immediately, because you both kind of did Cathedral, but you went into Cathedral before doing like Snail Stop Carpenter. And
Yeah.
Mien did the opposite. But what was really funny about it is when you left Cathedral, you went and did that stuff. And then Hecarim, Mien kind of finished Cathedral, went straight to the future.
Oh.
But that fight was tough. That fight took a
Plus.
little while. Yeah. Whereas you were a little more prepared for that fight. So you finished those fights at about the same time. With you taking a small lead there. But it was really kind of rubber bandy. Like, you were kind of passing each other for short periods. It was interesting because there was just so much difference in what you were doing.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I'm upset with my little Denadoro plunder there with that bird. I always that bird has beef with me, and I wanted to make up for it in Black Omen with the bats and try and not skip out for the first time. And I wanted to jump out of my seat after I did that. I was like, oh my god, but it's just like I couldn't. But this was a fun seed, even though it was stressful.
Yeah, one piece of all the go modes was so late into the seed. Like, that was kind of one of the things that was kind of wild about it, is like, you were kind of doomed to finish late because everything was behind gate key or end of time access, kind of.
Oh, so
I don't know. It was kind of interesting.
There wasn't anything fancy behind Flea or the Sun Palace.
The Sun Palace. Does any? Let me check what Sun Palace was. It was I'm looking at what you guys have different.
Yeah,
Grand Leon. Grand Leon,
Ooh.
yeah. So that was kind of like Mian was kind of. I think Mian actually made a little bit of a reaction to it on camera, where like you could kind of see the thought process of like, that's not progression. Like it's nice, but but you kind of saw that go through their face a little bit. But oh, what a good run. And both of you like were playing well and making good decisions. It's not like either of you had, you know, a bunch of reckless wipes or anything. It was just kind of how the scene was laid out and how you made choices and you gambling on Woe and Factory.
Yeah. Oh man, I despise Factory so much too. And I like, again, my gut was telling me to go through it though, and I'm just like, you know what? It's a race, so why not try something different? And in going through there, I realized how short it is now because I barely ever do it.
Right. Yeah. It is short.
Yeah.
You know why you hate it is because I made you do all those Chrono Sanity runs.
Yeah, and I still don't know the combinations.
Yeah,
And
Chrono Sanity extends it by 3 instead of just going left side.
Yeah, you have to go down that whole right side, and that right side is like the annoying part of the dungeon with the conveyors.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, yo.
Mian getting all geared up here.
Nice.
Was there? I noticed you did a lot of team swaps.
Yeah.
Was there thought behind that? Like a lot of them made sense where like you were switching somebody in for an extra AoE, or you were switching someone in for a single target, but like early on you swapped in a team that was going to be able to take advantage of all the tech points, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of unlocked magic and then switched to the team that you wanted to get all the techs on, right? I thought that was really clever.
Yeah, pretty much that. I saw that Frog had heal, and in Magus, he's not necessarily great in Black Omen, so I just wanted that backup like person to be my support.
And Deans did that.
Yeah, Deans did do it. Deans did. And yeah, just with the Giga boss fight in Black Omen. I was just like, man, this is gonna take forever if I keep Frog in. So,
I think that one you reset immediately when you saw who it was, right?
Yeah.
You like saw them and you were like, well, reset now or don't reset.
Yeah, it was scary, those last 2 bosses. I think it was the last 2. Yeah, because Mudimp was being Mudimp things. Yeah, the Mother Brain was the one that was really making me sweat, though.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. We talked about a few options that you maybe had. But I thought you handled it pretty well. There were a couple scary moments in the fight.
Yeah.
Hypno Wave is a really niche, cool strategy that got brought up in chat for that fight. Is Hypno Wave will stop the panels from healing.
Ooh.
Just so you know. But you killed it.
Susceptible to status ailments.
Yeah. So whether it be Boogie or Hypno Wave or anything with like a status like that.
Oh.
Does Provoke work on them? I don't know enough about
Um,
provoke. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't think a lot of people do, to be honest with you. With. Like, oh my god. Nah, it's. I'm kind of happy I got that Black Omen though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I liked the old school Geno conveyor grind too.
Yeah, I wasn't certain really about my level going into Black Omen, so I don't know. I was feeling kind of antsy about going in there at like 23 or 24.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever. It's gonna take like 2 minutes to get through it, and then I can just zoom right over to Black Omen. Too bad it was in the future, but
I noticed that because we've all done it. I said I know Nate just played Lost Worlds like last
Yes.
week, and you have to go in the future there.
that's why.
Yeah. And you see it, you know you have to go through there, you end up in the future anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, I saw Zeal standing there mocking me, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dog, what are you doing in my house?" I'm like, "Oh, I get it now. I made a huge mistake."
Mian heading into the scouter room here. So not much left here on Mian's run either.
I'm excited to see the twin fight.
Yeah. Will it be as exciting as the twin fight in the race earlier tonight? It was North Cape Magus. For both of them, and he was angry.
Especially second phase. As soon as he hits that, it's just like, oh boy, you better
Yeah.
buckle up.
I don't think you want both of them in phase 2 either.
No.
I think I'd be real tempted to target one of them down if I could.
Yeah, that was scary. Ooh. Still like catching a breather from that whole thing, honestly.
Yeah.
I believe it.
There's always like a come down time after a race, whether you win or lose, where like you're like, oh, I gotta like calm down a little bit because I'm still a little amped up.
Nizbel 2.
More like Nizbel squared. Yeah, when Mian went into the Magus fight, I was really hoping that Magus would be Frog so I could say it was Dean's from your game.
I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, I thought it was funny also that Moonstone was available really early. And then it just would not give you the gate key to be able to get the rest of it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on Bridge, and I just noped out of it. Like,
You both did. You both noped out so fast.
yeah, it's like you said, like we had no idea where gate key was, and I was not settling for that. Even if an item on Bridge was really good.
Was there any part of you... So when you went to the future after Heckran, was there any part of you that thought about going to Dinodoro first? Or was it just there was so much gain in the future, it made sense to run there.
It was, yeah, it was the gain. Unfortunately, some of that gain, you know, I didn't use it at all. But like, Aerostome, like I feel like that's always one I like to go to because the steel door at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of glaring at Denadoro on my tracker, and I was like, it's like wanting me to go there, like taunting me to show up.
Yeah. Well, it's so hard because, like, you don't want to go there. You want to go to the future because everything is there and there's checks there. You know there's 2 checks you can probably do there, and a 3rd one you can do later. But it's also like Dinodoro has that tasty speed tab, and I don't know. It just seemed like an interesting kind of choke point in the run where you had to make that choice and you decided to go to the future. And it ended up paying off pretty well for you, I think.
Yeah, and it's also really fun to just kind of, to just speed through.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like a lot of newer people, and now it's a lot of fun. Except when that bird gets me, that's when I'm just like, oh man. Other than that, though, yeah, it was eyeing me up. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I would find Grand Leon for Frog, but that was unfortunate.
We got some sleepy folks sleeping through Lavos 1.
Oh, they'll be awake soon.
Yeah, it looks that way. Blaze kick ought to work. So then, if we take a look at the bracket, or do you play the winner of a match that's upcoming for your next round then, Nate?
Ooh, I'll check. Let me see.
No, this week is going into the people that got buys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where's
Let me
it?
pull that up. As Mian heads into Lavos 2 to hopefully make it through these bananas. Because if you make it through the bananas, you can start the fight.
So,
Nate plays Beauty and Discovery next week.
Ooh.
So
And that'll be fun.
I don't remember if you've raced Beauty and Discovery before, but I know we've practiced with them at least. Me and you.
Yeah, I don't think we have. Nah.
Yeah, I think we've done like practice stuff together, but I don't think you have had like an official race. So that'll be a good matchup.
Oh, for
Beauty
sure,
and
for sure.
Discovery is a good runner, good person. So that'll be exciting. And it's not, as I understand, it's not over for Mian either. Is that right?
correct.
There's another
There's
bracket. There's a second chance bracket, right?
Right. The lower bracket.
So that's perfect. So what'll happen is anybody that gets eliminated in this first week or in these first rounds goes to that bracket, and then they'll have a way to fight back and get back into the tournament. So do not count anybody out yet. The second arm drops, which means obstacle is coming out. We already know obstacle is sleep. If Ayla has kiss, might be able to get out of this too. Or this will wake them up.
Yeah, wait for this. They might be poisoned now, but they're up.
Yeah. And we get to keep up the blaze kicks.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit weaker. But when you're this high leveled, it doesn't matter that much.
Man, that was a big hit. That was a huge hit. 4,300.
Yeah, and even when Luca was poisoned, it was still 4,000.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say, get that damage off and blast Lavos 2 down. And there is Lavos 2 down.
And then we are probably going to try to get into that menu in between.
This is nice. We get to see both in-game bosses too.
Right, we do.
Sometimes people get upset when they don't get to see Lavos. Not me. I don't ever get upset when I don't have to see Lavos.
I'd rather see Lavos.
Yeah. At least I know what Zeal's gonna hit me with.
Most of the time when I'm going up against Lavos 3, I don't let him do anything.
Ooh, big hammer attack on that center bit.
Yeah, one more of those will take it out.
Yeah. And do the cure for safety here.
Yeah.
Will still let us hit that blaze kick. Just a moment here. Center bit is down. That's going to bring the defense down on that Lavos core. Now we're just going to hit as hard as we can and help us count.
And this party is really good at single target strong attacks. Oh no.
Oh, unfortunate. That is going to get us a counter attack. But that happens to the best of us. Everybody stayed alive. Luca's a fighter. And so we're still at 4.3 on that main bit. It's going to put us at 8.6. Now, just because center bit's back does not mean the defense is back up. So we still have a little bit of time to hammer away, and we can mian kind of has the option of continuing with the single target or going to hit one of the other bits as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just do.
Well, so by taking out
right.
that left bit, I think mian's hoping to be able to just hammer with AoEs, and then when the defense does go back up, the center bit will drop at about the same time. So I think this will work out, but that's part of the fun of Jets, though, is like there's so many different ways to do some of these fights. That's pretty nice. Just got him about half dead.
Yeah, I think I would have been doing drop kick and flares.
Yeah.
As fun as Good Fire World is.
There goes that defense. We can go back to blaze kicking. And we should be pretty close to the end of Mian's run. And what a run it was. That's it. That is time for Mian. A clean run. Drop some GGs in the chat for Mian, because that was awesome. That was really well done. Like, this seed, like we said it kind of at the start of the interview, but it's worth repeating. Like, there's so many, like, everything you needed was so late in the seed. There really wasn't a lot of room for somebody to find something hidden from the other player. You know what I mean? You were both kind of forced to clear out the whole first half of the seed. And so you both played that really well. It's just very different runs and very different decisions along the way. Great work, everybody.
Yeah, going two separate ways, getting two different go modes.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Different
showcase.
teams for big portions of the run, while they kind of wrapped up with similar teams. That was excellent. And I'm going to bring Mian up here in just a moment. Excellent. Okay. Welcome, Mian. Excellent run.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I wish I'd gone Gino a little earlier, but
you played well. We were just talking about the fact that, like, the whole first half of the seed was really kind of linear, and then everything, part of everything you needed for any go mode was locked in the second half of the seed. So no matter what route y'all went, there was, like, you were going deep into this one.
Yeah, for sure. And it was sort of a matter of, well, I don't have any lightning, so I'm not going to go do factory to woe, and then I just put off Gino too long. Is basically what I think went on there. But it was real powerful at the end. That was fun.
Yeah. No, you both. I said it a number of times throughout the run where it's like, well, neither of you is like, it's not like either of you had big reckless wipes or really bad decisions anywhere. It was just a matter of how everything played out, and it was just a good race and a good run.
Yeah, no, it definitely seemed like a fun seed. And I mean, we had those good techs early on, and we got a lot of good items really quickly, which was pretty fun. All of those dash rings, like 5 dash rings or something, it was ridiculous.
Now,
And speed tabs everywhere too. But
I noticed something that me and Aku both immediately said, like, we've all done it once. We've all had it happen once, where you set up Carpenter, and then you
And then
don't
forgot.
always remember to get the reward for Carpenter.
Yep, not that it mattered this time because it was jerky to Tice's arm, but Still went to the future and was like, oh wait, I only have 1 key item. Why is that? Oh right.
I guess I more bring it up just to let other people know it's normal and happens to all of us more than I do to point anything at you or anything. I thought you played excellent tonight.
Nah, for sure. I was definitely glad it wasn't gate key or something, because I would have felt a little silly if it had been. But
oh my, yeah, that would be something. Or a Grand Leon.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy to have the Leon and the Hero Medal at the end there, having a lot of fun with basically LOC strats at the end there, other than having Megas, but lots of drop kick, and yeah.
We were laughing quite a bit about a few things where, like, just the way things worked out. Like, you were the only player that got gate key.
Oh really? Okay.
And gate key was like in such a weird spot. It was so deep because it was like Gino got you Hero's Medal got you gate key, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that Gino was Hero Medal to gate key. And I mean, Hero Medal's almost a free check, so hey, whatever, I get a bonus on Frog, but yep.
That was awesome.
I was really disappointed by that desert check because I was sitting there going like, oh, I've got the desert, like I can get Robo, I can do this real fast and go there, and then it's the ribbon.
We were talking about if you would gamble on checking desert in that position, and we were really, it was kind of up in the air. We were disagreeing a little bit about what we would do, and when you started going for it, it's like, well, it makes sense to check it, because if it had paid off, it would have, I mean, you would have dodged Magus Castle.
Yeah, no, and I was looking at it, and I think at that point I maybe had 5 key items left, and like 3 of them were items that hit other items or something like that. So it was like either I'm getting progress or I'm getting really lucky, but I just sort of said, like, I'm super powerful. I can pick up Robo pretty quickly. I can go there. I felt like I was probably a little behind at that point, maybe not, but I felt like I probably was. So I sort of said, okay, well, let's try it. You know, if I pick up the clone there and I pick up the ruby knife there, then I'm going to go much faster.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Nate ended up getting a different route, maybe went to WoW, or...
Yeah, so Nate did the factory into WoW gamble. I think because they knew I was on commentary, I assume.
No, I swear.
But yeah, Nate went that route and got rewarded with a similar fetch quest item, Prism Shard into Clone.
Okay, and then Black Omen. I mean, Black Omen would have been great this seed with the like really powerful flare starting from like right at the start. So I definitely see why he beat me. But you know, that's how it goes. You gamble on the wrong.
Well, and
one,
to remind you and the audience that it's not over for you either. Yes. You are not out of this, because you will go to the second chance, the lower bracket, and you'll fight for a chance to get back and win this whole thing. So I'm excited because that was fun to watch and it was cool. I liked, I don't know, I liked watching you both. You kind of ended up doing a lot of the same things at the beginning, but when you rewatch the VOD, you're like taking turns doing things out of order,
like
but you're all
doing
yeah, like you went and did all like the early game, like you checked Snail Stop, you did your grind, you did all the shopping. Nate like shopped, grinded, sprinted into Cathedral. Like as soon as
Sure.
Nate got Flare, sprinted into Cathedral. But then when Nate finished Cathedral, like right when Nate finished Cathedral, he left and started doing all the early game stuff, and you walked into
Right.
Cathedral and cleared out Cathedral. And then you
Yep.
sprinted to the future, and Nate went and did Hecarim Cave, and then went to the future. So
And
it
then
was
I went
just,
back and did Hector.
it
Yeah,
was so
sure.
perfect. It was so fun to watch. So
Nice.
thank you so much, everybody, and the runners and the staff, the admins, everybody, because this has been awesome. And I can't wait to see. I know our next race, I think, is tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
Mhm.
morning pretty early. I did have one other question, which was Nate, what party did you end up with? Did you end up getting Ayla in the back of Kath, or using, I guess you wouldn't have used Robo, but what'd you go with?
I went with the same party layout as you did.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Ayla, that triple
Yeah.
kick third, I just went up. Yep, you're in.
Nate did a ton of party swaps though.
Really?
Like
Okay.
mid game was like kind of not constantly swapping, but you swapped characters quite a bit to like get tech points on people before they had magic, or just to have access to like a better AoE or a second AoE. I don't know. It was neat. It was neat to watch.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just depended on the boss fight, honestly.
There was
Yeah,
even
and with
there
magic
was even a
stuff,
boss where Nate started the fight and it was Giga Gaia, and Nate reset it immediately in Black Omen and went back in with a different team because he didn't want Frog in his party for that fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I thought that was a really cool move. I'm like, man, to have the I don't know, the gut to just, this is going to cost me 10 seconds, but it'll save me more than that. I don't know. It was clever.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
seed was
But
brutal.
you both had moments of that where like you just did something really cool.
Yeah, I had fun with that. My favorite one was swapping on the dash ring onto Ayla right before Ozzy, so I could get those speed tabs, because it was speed tabs on the chains. So that was
I
really nice.
noticed that you were stealing speed tabs off the.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end I
that
had,
was
I
cool.
think, a 16, a 15, and a 13 speed, something like that. It was just, yeah, ridiculous. Anyway,
Yeah.
lots of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you for joining for the interview and everything too. But I think we're gonna call it there for tonight, and the view race next week, and keep me posted when those are.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the chat and the seed and the race.
Yeah, thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate it. It was a ton of fun.
And our next race is going to be Phone versus Leon Kennedy tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern on Speedgaming 2.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll be an exciting match. So I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there because I get to race the winner of that one.
Oh, exciting. Well, good luck to everybody in the tournament, which is, I think, everybody in the call except me. Good luck to all of you. If you all need anything, hit me up, and we will catch you all next time.